Hello and welcome to Devstream number 73. We are here in our 73rd Devstream in a row. Can you believe we've done 73 Devstreams in a row?
Our new table. I feel like I'm being a little too casual.
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah,
I need to not be so.
Yeah, we have a new table.
Is this a debut for the table?
It is a Devstream debut. Yeah, it's been
really
on
nice.
another. Yeah, this is the official Devstream debut of the nice new rustic table. It's got a few plants there that are fake.
They still have the price tags on them.
Price tags on them. We did not grow them ourselves.
So they can be returned?
They can. Yeah, we're going to return them after every stream, depending on your
new one. Awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you guys hate succulents, next time we'll try bonsais. Who knows?
That could work.
We have Kary, who's subject
Kary.
for Sheldon. I guess Kary will have to be giving spoilers.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, I know you should.
Jeff doesn't tickle Kary.
I know.
Oh, I don't know what would happen there. Yeah.
Or Kary's,
I don't know.
Kary looks nervous.
He has long arms. He could get me really far away.
So, Kary, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about what you do on Warframe here at Digital Extremes?
What do I do? I make stuff?
You do? What kind of stuff?
Weapons,
You make a lot of stuff.
Capes, things that annoy Geoff.
It's true. Actually, more Chris than me anyway.
That's true. You're at the second layer.
Yeah,
of
exactly,
remove,
yeah.
So that's kind of good.
Yep.
The annoyance isn't entirely.
I have bad ideas. Those annoy Steve.
Yeah.
So.
Jeff's
Well,
like,
Kary is my partner in crime for PBR.
yes,
Oh, yeah, that's
which
true.
actually we have a great announcement about today.
We have, when I was working on the code, it was sort of Kary who was working on the art and the tech art side of it, and it was sort of, I think, without Kary's contribution, we would never have kind of, I think, broadened it. And I guess you have other stuff that you brought with you as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we-
kind of relevant.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have
people
tons
happy.
to go over, so we'll get housekeeping out of the way.
That's not my fault though. It's
your
Warren's fault.
It's your
I
masculine.
think Warren's just trying to he got mad at me for calling him out at 10 Alive.
Yeah.
So he's like sabotaging my volume.
Steve or Kary?
Oh, really? I've made so many smart remarks.
I know. You sounded so good.
Actually want to
It's okay. In the meantime, I'll just get through housekeeping because that is what we have to start the stream with. As you know, this is our first dev stream since PAX East, which was exactly 7 days ago today. So it was
awesome.
Which was
and
awesome.
exciting.
We're going to
Mic check,
recap
mic check.
some PAX stuff for you guys. We're also going to talk a little bit about the fact that TennoCon tickets are on sale. Everyone raise the roof. Look up here at the ticket sales. See above your heads?
Oh.
So go buy your
Please
tickets.
come and see us. We're going to be there.
Yeah, not figuratively, right there. Do not forget to get your tickets before they sell out. It's going to be here in London, Ontario, Canada, July 9th. We have an amazing show planned.
We have to
for
emphasize
everyone.
the Canada
We're
part.
not in the UK.
I know.
And that is,
Test 1, 2.
those are on sale now.
Test 1, 2.
Get your tickets. We're going to do a little bit of an audio check now just to make sure everyone is audible.
Yep.
Hey.
Kary, what's your favorite plant?
What's my favorite plant? Probably magnolias, I would think.
We talked
I
about
can't
this
believe you had an
earlier.
answer for this.
How would
Yeah.
you-
Well, it's...
We talked about it.
Oh,
there we
okay.
go.
We were talking magnolia.
Also, like, if you go home...
Steve, let's do an
well, you
audio
wouldn't,
level.
you go
How's
another
your
way, but
Steve? What's your
Old
favorite
South
beer?
is blooming, Geoff.
Well, we're just working on the mic.
What's your favorite beer? We're gonna do audio level check.
Currently,
Wait, no promoting of
I'm
mature
not being
costs.
paid to say this, but I feel so passionately about this beer.
Uh-oh, Kickbot had a reaction to your feet, apparently.
Uh-oh. What?
We zoomed in on your feet. I'll check that image later,
What?
Pookie. Glenn reaction to Jeff's feet cam. So, all right, we'll keep this on track. If you're playing, if you're used to our dev stream format, you'll know that after the stream, we're going to have a 24-hour alert for all platforms. So if you want to get an Oracle Catalyst, look for that Gift of the Lotus alert after the stream. Other news, console players have the Hallowed Guardian update. That is a console update that was really quick. We submitted it and we shipped it within 1 week.
Which is pretty amazing,
the
yep.
Oberon Deluxe skin.
Nice.
Yep.
It has the Cyber Ice Hammer, which we talked about.
Yeah.
And it has a whole bunch of other cosmetics and fixes and changes that is live now on consoles.
Yep.
And
It's awesome.
Too many spoilers.
yeah, apparently we're
Decided to fight for you.
yeah, his Vine behavior. Does he need to do something here?
Okay, so I'm in 2 on the snake. Okay, I'm in 2 on the snake.
Good thing you guys prepared for us.
Yeah. Every time. We're just doing an audio check.
73rd time this is
On the
happening.
snake.
Oh, yeah, only
Yeah,
73.
73 streams in a row, 73 audio problems in a row.
Wild.
How are you sounding, Steve? Steve, tell us about your vines.
I was gonna say you're a great pick.
Oh,
I just want to say that Kary's here because he's awesome at PBR and he helped me a lot when we started working on it. And I wrote code and he made it work in the art, and then he PBR'd some stuff and it's awesome.
I never thought of that as a verb until relatively recently, and now it's just so whiz.
yeah, PBR.
And we have did you guys already talk about the frame that recently got it? Or you already spoiled it anyway?
Well, I'd
with
actually
your-
like to show an
your
asset
gifs.
real quick if we can, Warren, as we talk about PBR.
We'll troubleshoot the audio while we.
Yeah,
while
we'll
we do
show
this.
you something.
Show things. Yes.
Yeah, so this is something a lot of people ask because PBR is so important not only for the graphics upgrade, but the tintable metal is
Yeah.
what really brings it to the table for the
I've
Prime
got that.
fans.
You know, it's been communicated forcefully and thoroughly at this
Yeah.
point.
So if you're on PC, in today's update, the Rathoom, which is coming after the stream,
Ooh, Rathoom.
you are going to get the PBR upgrades on Ember Prime, Excalibur Prime, Rhino Prime, and Nyx Prime. And here's a look at what goes on while Kary.
Fantastic.
Yeah, all in one shot. Thanks to Kary here. He earned his seat on the stream for this
Yeah,
work here.
apparently.
So take a look at what you've done here, and maybe you guys can talk over it a bit by bit, just so you guys can see what PBRing actually means. So here's Kary's little.
That point 1 is important. You know, that is important though.
Which tint? Oh, so we're really running through it
This
here.
is how fast
This-
Kary works.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say this is actually
Yeah.
real time.
This is real time.
Yeah.
This is real time. That's why we have so many weapons in the game. This is
Yes,
actually how fast
exactly.
it
This is
works.
1-to-1 for sure, but
Actually, we had to slow it down. This is a slowed down view of Kary's work.
absolutely. So this is kind of like, I think we've talked about the designer graph that Minky's put together over time that's allowed us to actually do a lot of the characters because there's, you know, with Ember Prime, there is the helmet and the bits of armor and all the rest of that. So you're cranking out several texture sets on each character. And we can take our source maps, chuck them into that, and get something out on the other end. But it's sort of like a lot of filing handling. There'll be a wonderful point where I have 2 copies of Notepad++, and I'm copying from Mag Prime over
You just
to
wait for
Ember.
that one.
Yeah,
It's
it's great,
coming.
you know. And contrary to Pat Kadirka's smart remark, I wasn't spending a lot of time staring at the breasts, it just happened.
It's just natural.
Of course, Pat would pick that up.
Classic
Instantly.
Yep.
So here we have basically what is a condensed view of PBRing stuff, and you can really get a
Yeah.
look at how technically involved it is with really everything that goes on to make the frames just get that visual upgrade. What is with this angle, Kary?
Well, again,
It's
you
important.
know,
You see this a lot.
there just happens to be curves there, and
Yeah.
curves show off shininess well.
It's true. It is merely a measure of the quality of the shininess. That's right.
And that's what it's all about, right?
Shiny, hiney.
Shiny, shiny.
That's right. We're gonna, while we're watching this, we should also give away a platinum prize. Oh my goodness
There's
me.
the text awesome.
Yes, this is the
You
tech.
know this person?
I do know this
Yeah.
person. Here we go, and there's your end result.
Yep.
I'm just going to remind everyone to keep it down here at DEHQ, although I lost my
All right.
Wi-Fi, so I can't. And here you go. Kary, these are your beautiful notes to the viewers.
Yeah, that was the point when Minky walked over and told me to change a few things, which didn't take all that long. So then we're done, which is pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's give away Plat. The first winner of the day goes...
Can I call it out?
Yes, do you know this person?
Just as a mic check.
Yep.
How's it going, Warren? What do you think? No?
I can hear you, but I don't think so.
Am I actually routed through 2? Yeah, you got me on 2.
Pass mic back for.
Ensign Vidiot.
That's Ensign Vidiot, or Ensign V Idiot.
We're gonna try another
You've
battery.
met us before. You came to PAX last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, so you won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page and tell us where to put it, although I know exactly who you are, and I presume where you'd want it. So congratulations.
Presume where you want to put it.
Yeah, I presume boldly. So PBR is coming on PC today for Ember Prime, as Kary showed, Nyx,
Yep.
Excal, and Rhino.
Yep.
You got it.
Fantastic.
And I did some adjustments to Excalibur as per that design council poll.
You got it.
There's a touch more tintability there than there used to be, but not much.
You got it. So look out, fashion framers. We're coming for you. So that is to say that, yes, there is a PC update today. The Rathoom awaits. Stay tuned.
Check 1, 2.
We're going to just...
Oh, he's nodding. He's nodding.
We're good.
Really? Seriously? Yeah, we good? No, I don't have. Oh, sorry. How's that? Hi. Hi, welcome to the Devstream. Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
I'll
Yeah, we're good.
How about I'll just like
Why don't you tell us a little
Booming
bit...
voice.
booming voice.
So last
Fantastic.
week we were at PAX. We showed some stuff. There were some issues with the stream.
Rathoom.
Yeah, near the end.
Yeah, so
Yep.
why don't we...
I think we all felt a little bad too because we realized how fast we blasted through the content we brought. We didn't really elaborate on much.
Yeah.
We were just so
Here's
excited to
some stuff.
be there, and we just
Well, Q&A is kind of really the heart and soul of how these all
Absolutely,
started, but
yeah.
also asset reveals. So if we can show perhaps the Lunaro trailer and talk a little bit about that.
Oh gosh, really?
Do you want
Okay.
to?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it. We can do
Yeah.
whatever.
So if you don't mind playing the Lunaro trailer at this time, Mr. Stanley, we would have a word or two to say on the subject.
Warren is completely paying attention. right
Yes,
there.
totally. Lunaro. Actually, we can just act it out.
Problem solved.
What's that?
We can just act out the Lunaro trailer.
You can fly?
Should we? Yeah?
I do a great impression.
Those
do.
you
It's true.
You do.
awaken,
All right.
who have
Yes, this one went
refused
over
the
a
blood
little
of the
bit.
conclaves,
PAX.
I call to
They can't
you
hear us, can they, Warren?
to join
They can't.
us
Oh, they
in
can't.
honor-bound tradition.
Lead balloons. What were you saying about balloons there, Steve?
Team Pico at the ready!
It is? Oh my god.
Lunaro.
I was wondering.
Yeah, so we showed this. It's Warframe Quidditch, basically.
I am so excited for it. Is this like a U19 thing? What's...
We think. What do you think, Scott? Yeah. Scott's
committing
confident.
to it.
I showed a little like 7-frame teaser of this last night on. I did a Vine. It's not quite ready to show in its entirety yet, but it is really becoming something really fun and interesting, and it is going to be a very well, I think once we get to the bourbon list, you can kind of see where it slots in terms of. We're going to show the titles of the bourbon list and just kind of
I've edited it down.
talk about it. We won't get
digestibility.
too stuck in the mire, the quagmire. But this is something for people to play Warframe in kind of a little bit more of a casual, competitive way than the really fast, elite kind of
Sniper headshot way.
sniper hummingbird way that PvP is, and
It's an addition to the system. It's not a replacement.
we want people to. I mean, what we're doing with this event is starting to flesh out the syndicates more, and we wanted to flesh out the Conclave Syndicate more, so that maybe people who aren't super headshot experts can come in and just like toss the. It feels a bit like Ulama, which is a Mesoamerican sport.
Nice.
As featured in Road to El Dorado, I think.
Yep, that's the one.
There you go.
Yep. Oh.
And
Love
so
that.
you are bullet jumping around like a crazy awesome space ninja that you are, and you have this really cool kind of sci-fi highlight kind of weapon that,
I'm sure we'll
Kary
come up with
designed,
something.
and it's a bit magnetic, so you don't have to be really accurate for catches, and you just whip it around and have a great time, score some goals, and earn a bit of conclave standing without having to, be teabagged to death or whatever. It just depends.
Teabagging not included.
It really is.
Well.
I'm a big fan.
Well,
Well, we'll see.
There might be a bit of that.
There might be.
But I think, and again, we are still working on Conclave, on the other aspects of it.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
think
a big.
that's a good thing to reassure is that this isn't
Yep.
replacing
Yeah.
Conclave.
Yeah, this is not replacing.
No.
Exactly, and it's got nothing to do with Rocket League.
Nothing. It's
Sorry,
not
my
it.
mic's breaking.
Yeah.
But it is that kind of. I remember some of my favorite games in the Amiga era was this game called Speedball Brutal Deluxe. And it was.
Are you dating yourself?
And
Is
it
it
was.
dating
Yeah, I am
bit.
totally
A little
dating
bit,
myself.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and
that's the one you had to like crank
You
up.
cranked it up so you
No,
could
you
see
have
the
to
TV.
have grandma on the bicycle
Stop,
to-
both of you. It's terrible.
Friction
It had
generator.
512K. Anyway, it was
Is
just
that a
a really
Kardashian?
fun kind of. It was kind of. It still had a bit of aggression, which I think Lunaro is going to have. It's
Yep.
going to have a bit of tackles and slide takeaways and
There's
stuff like
still
that.
brutality in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's still kind of.
Like
there's
there's
still
toss some lacrosse.
Like lacrosse, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
exactly.
Yeah,
Still
which
some
is,
lacrosse.
you've
pretty
seen those
physical
bruises.
game.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
you guys are looking forward to more about this, as streams go on and it's closer to show you guys demos, you can perhaps see a dev showdown between, this couch here.
Yeah.
Their Lunaro teams. Maybe
Oh.
we'll debut it in that respect. So
Yes.
stay tuned. It's going to be
See,
very
we have
fun.
some speedball fans on the stream. Hello to you, if you know speedball.
This is how we do our age survey demographics. We look for who
Hey.
reacts. Just,
Young at
we
heart,
don't take
man.
age data, so this is the only way.
Young at heart. Young at
So
heart.
another thing that's really interesting about PAX is
Can I also talk a little, just one more thing? Oh,
You
actually,
may.
we'll get to the bourbon list. and
That's
we'll
actually
do
what I was just gonna
Let's
say.
keep talking about PAX.
So
You got it.
one thing that Steve said a lot on our PAX panel is bourbon list, which
Yep.
is something that has no context other than it perhaps identifying you as a bourbon connoisseur.
We're segueing into that right away.
Well, do you not want to?
that's
Well, the
fine.
one thing we always do with
can
our
do
dev streams is we do a Q&A. And I would say the first 6 pages, all the questions were basically little bumps on what your bourbon list is. Because their questions were like, well, when are you going to deal with power balance? Things are too cheesy. This content isn't, like it used to be. I play it too much. And your bourbon list is really 10 things.
Oh, here we go.
So it's almost It's almost poetic in a way because the questions people are asking relate so deeply to these. And I thought I'd fix the spell check, but apparently not. So you guys can see.
Do I spell things wrong?
No, well, they're not words.
Grinding.
Grinding with an apostrophe.
Grinding.
Anyway, so here we have it. This is what Steve was looking down to on his phone on the PAX panel. And it's kind of when people talk about.
This is what keeps us up at night.
Yeah, this is sort of the monster
Well,
in the
like
closet.
I called it the bourbon list. Well, yeah. So most of our dev streams, we tend to really focus on new things that we're adding, new weapons,
Which we are focusing on today.
new content.
I'm
and we're-
here after all.
Yeah.
We're focusing a lot on that, but we also, particularly, I know Rebecca, you spend a lot of time with the community, with people in the community, with our streamers, with our really active vets, and yeah, they have concerns about the game, and this is kind of more like, I suppose, acknowledging those concerns that we share with them. And I called it the bourbon list because after I sent it to Scott, he said, I think I need a drink now.
But he's always drinking, so.
Well, it's to
always.
cope with this
Must
list,
drink.
apparently.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, so,
Jealous.
and
Over a
most of
sink.
this list is just kind of a reflection from our community, things that maybe they feel would help for new players. We had players at PAX who came up and said, you know, I've been playing for 3 years and I help a lot of new players. Here are the common things that
No
that
one
hold
knows
them
how
up.
to mod. No one knows.
Just
Yeah.
problems that they see, and you know, the old map was better for the following reasons, and those sorts of things. So we've, alongside the new stuff that we're doing that's new and exciting, War Within, Lunaro, refreshing Arcwing, we also have our other people that are working on things to just improve the game and fix some of the old problems.
Right. I think you have some little things that speak to things about why Draco, and of course Draco is a symptom of the bigger issue, but that one in particular, because that's such a, you know, widely understood sort of bruise, because people form their gear, they go there because they want to use it, and once you form something, you lose your mod capacity, but you want to use it with all your mods that you banked up, so you got to go somewhere, backpack, rank up your stuff, and then go. So Forma, just as one small piece of this puzzle, of course, because it's shaped like a puzzle piece, that makes so much sense. You have new ideas for that too. So this is going to be
Frozen.
the way you. Are we frozen? Yeah. Oh, well, huh? Is that 60 FPS?
The chat's still going though.
Uh-oh.
I look so happy there. Look at that.
People think this is a subtle Hydroid buff shirt you're wearing.
Oh.
Are we live?
Actually, kind of lucky. I've got like a glare, so I can't see myself. It's great.
You got a good. Oh, I'm getting. Oh, let's
Oh,
oh, we're back. No, are we back?
Based on latency, we could be.
No, 15 seconds. We've been.
Stalker got them.
Stalker got us. We should all just be dead on the couch.
Well, it looks like we have 0 drop frames. Is it just a latency on this?
I will check. I will refresh. Well, I'm just waiting for people to say we're back. See, stream. They're still saying stream down. Ponder. Oh, here we go.
This looks good.
This looks good. Are we promising we're
Nope.
Nope. Draco killed us.
Draco activists killed us.
Maybe I should. I'll tweet right now.
Get in the car, get out of the car. We're going to do this entire stream from Twitter.
Yep.
Geoff, do you need to know how to log into your Twitter account?
Okay. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, we're just trying to fix our Twitch stream.
Did they trim the plants or are they dying? They look like they're dying.
They.
Too many people jumping
they're
through them.
trimmed.
There's a lot of brown edges
This
there.
guy's still here, though. Let's get a head scratcher.
Pay attention to the chat. Stream is dead. We know, and you can't even hear us acknowledge.
No.
Can you can't communicate in chat? Okay.
Hi. That's my contribution. Hello.
YouTube works, but Twitch is
Yeah, YouTube works, but Twitch is.
Poor YouTube's just sitting here watching us be awkward.
I know. YouTube will give you guys some
We're
top
always
secret
awkward.
info.
What do you mean?
Oh, tell us about the plant.
We're 100% awkward.
I know. That's kind of our thing. Does that actually feel good?
Yeah.
Is that why you do it?
Yep.
It's not
It
just.
feels good.
All right, let's see. I'll refresh again.
Steve is up and it's gone.
Up and down. And down again. That's what they just said. Maybe I should periscope.
I think Steve's bad luck. That's what I've decided.
Nothing yet.
This table is exactly the right height,
Yeah, you guys must love that table.
and I'm really enjoying
I
it.
do like this table.
Jeff's super casual.
Yep.
At one point, he was laying down earlier. So.
Way to get him comfy.
Oh, I think we're on.
Yeah?
Yep, we're back.
I just had to put my feet up.
All right, so sorry about the
both
downtime. What we were discussing there while we were down and not knowing it is we actually just solved all warping problems, and you guys just did.
The burning list was crossed off one by one.
Yeah,
right?
actually we
And
did.
then
We
I
just
Yeah.
checked it off.
But to really consolidate that in interest of time, we talked about the idea of what Draco is and Forma as a tool where you reset your gear to an unranked level to not use your mods and go somewhere to backpack rank it up. And you have an interesting idea about how to deal with that particular aspect of the problem with Forma. But when you forma your gear,
No pressure.
Well, we talked about this. You know.
I don't even know if I've actually talked about it. I think Scott and I talked about it.
He finds out. You're going to find out right now.
Absolutely. Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot on that list, and I don't think we gave a lot of context to anything.
No,
on
well, we
that
can
list,
go
actually.
through it if you want.
But you know, onboarding is what why we're redoing the map, and lore drop systems, and reducing the number of nodes and the dilution of squads within the star chart. Cheese pizza is really a problem where people have specific builds that are one hitting,
You can put the list back up if you want, Warren, or do you not want to touch the
popping
assets?
bosses, and I think we need to
One hit,
face
bosses.
popping the bosses.
Pop those bosses.
The grinding is the other thing that specifically void fatigue, which is another thing that the map update's going to help us tremendously with by taking those rewards. Still going to be able to access them, but moving around the type of enemies and the tile sets that you're having to engage with to do that. Same is really just about refreshing the environments, adding more environment activity. I think we've got a lot of things like laser doors and turrets and some of the way the treasure systems in the game work have been the same for about 3.5 years.
Lockers and crates as opposed to like perhaps
So we have a list working where we want to add a little bit more interactivity. Sometimes the interactivity can be as simple as just like smashing and breaking something. Just it feels good to do that sort of thing. Dracoville, XP farms. I mean, that specific map has a pretty kind of like degenerate spawning setup, which is a problem. But also, one of the things that we don't like is introducing a new weapon that's very interesting that you can use, but if you're a vet, you tend to just want to put it on your back and sort of passively rank it up. So one of the ideas that I think you were kind of pushing for me to talk about is that weapon mastery determines, the weapon initial rank is determined based on your mastery level. And really,
this is huge.
At least romantically, the idea fits well that if you are MR10, the second you pick a new weapon off the rack, it's actually rank 10. So that you don't need to get a new cool weapon and go, well, this is awesome and interesting and has unique mechanics, but where I'm used to playing and where I want to play, I can't even mod this for that situation yet. So that is something that we're going to explore. That may come, again, that might be like a hug with a little bit of kick to say, well, if you're using it on your backpack and we've given you this MR thing, it's not going to rank as fast if you're just kind of not using it. But if you are using the master rank system and you're up there, then yeah, you're going to be able to use it sooner out of the gate. So that's part of, I think, part of making Dracoville less appealing as well as giving people...
like if I get a new weapon, I make it and I get it at rank 21, I can immediately put on my, like depending on the polarities, you've almost got the ideal build.
Sure, but even for an MR10, and again, if you are doing a lot of investment in formatting stuff, the degenerate case there, I think, is, and Scott, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but okay, I formatted it, well, it's useless again. Back to a very high XP, low reward pool system, just for the fact that I can get it back up and then I can sort of format it once more. So we think some of those rewards, I think, will help people want to explore the game more rather than just using it to passively level their
I'm thrilled with this
items.
idea.
Okay,
Sounds
more
delightful.
money, more boring. I mean, I think in some ways the strength of the game is still in that kind of mid area. The early, again, we've talked about the late. In a lot of great MMOs, the richer you are, the more crazy, wacky stuff you can do. And I think I don't want
ideally it's not just sign in and play some sorties. It's save up to upgrade some really interesting aspect to your orbiter, customize your orbiter and make it more personal, and get those really prestigious items for those people that say, I've been playing for 3 years. When they invite someone onto their ship, which is another thing we're working on, you want to feel like, okay, this person is a 3-year vet. Like, it's not just Noggletown. It's
I was going to make that joke.
Did you just bash Noggletown?
Yeah.
Noggletown.
I can't really blame them. I can't back up on that one.
Pretty crazy.
So again, it's sort of like a yin and yang of, we know we have onboarding problems for new players, and again, we also make sure that we're serving the people that are playing and love the game and keeping them interesting. Sounds of Silence, what is this? Oh, well, I think we're starting to address that.
I can take that page away from you.
But like the event system, Scott is kind of leading the charge, and again, it's the team that's doing it, not Scott.
I'm not leading the charge.
Scott's nagging them, and
nagging
they're
them.
actually doing the hard work. But we have an amazing event planned for you this weekend on PC. Rathoom, which is this trial by combat with a refresh of the boss, with the syndicates all being kind of involved.
New
mods.
It bears mentioning.
Clan scores.
Yes. If an event is not live yet, but the second that event goes live, your clan is locked in, so you can't add people to contribute to your score. So
and that's been a thing for a while.
Yeah, that's months and months and months, and actually almost a year plus, I would say, because we had started.
When we were running events regularly.
Yeah. So if you want to do a competitive aspect of Rathoom, where you're going in trial by combat and going as far as you can, you need to get your clan member situation sorted out before about 3:30 Eastern time today, maybe a bit later, but that's sort of the deadline, because once that event goes live, your clan is locked in. That's your roster. So.
Yep. And again, I saw a question in chat, which is a good one. It's like, do you still benefit from leveling up a weapon if it started at a base rank? Of course.
Yep.
It would still count towards your mastery in the same way it does now. It's just that you'd be skipping that early part of the rank up series. And again, that's a work in progress idea, and we'll talk more about it when we get that done.
Me and Steve have to wrestle.
We have to still wrestle about that. So yeah, I think this weekend we have a really interesting event. We're bringing back clan competition. It's been like 2 months, so I think, since we've had a
Shadow
clan,
Debt was last.
Yeah, so it's far too long, and I think we now have enough powder in the keg or something.
And there's syndicate repercussions in this one too.
The syndicate repercussions are really interesting, so we want to build that up. Flies with Chopsticks, I think, this is really talking about some of the speed of Conclave, introducing a mode that isn't that fast, and that's what Lunaro is going to be. And there's other aspects of PvP which are kind of more like huge, giant boulders in the pond. That, for instance, Glenn and I have been talking about a way for us to, because I mean,
You're going to say it, I know it's on the tip of your tongue.
we're looking at ways potentially for players who have a good PC and a good internet connection to earn rewards for helping us host dedicated servers for PvP. That's really in the early phases.
Well.
But again, we don't want to go into, I mean, to be perfectly honest, there have been free-to-play games that have come out that you've played that have been awesome, that are PvP focused, and have died under the weight of their dedicated server infrastructure costs. So, as again, everyone who plays Warframe for a long time knows about how the peering and the cheat detection system and the statistical analysis works. But we do definitely acknowledge that a lot of times a great Conclave match can be subverted by host migration.
We got a lot of people stepping up.
Yeah.
So
I'm Spartacus.
Glenn and I have been talking about this interesting way that you can help us, and then we can kind of reward you if you have a highly rated server. Then you're helping Warframe community, and we would kind of try to make that worth your while. Versus
like a
just
TennoGen.
It is. So yeah,
It's like a new way of
absolutely.
TennoGen. It's
That's
like,
IT for TennoGen.
Exactly.
So we want to make that system more reliable, and
Kind
we
of.
know we don't really acknowledge these problems a lot of times. Again,
Yeah, I think once we get through this verbalness, people will see that what this is, as you've been saying for each number on it,
Yep.
it addresses a lot of the big picture questions and what those questions manifest as in the gameplay.
Yes.
Yep. So what do you have next?
I'm almost done. I'll go
Okay.
quick. I'm sorry it's taking so long.
It's okay.
So that's Flies with Chopsticks. The musty smell is.
Hopefully not me.
I sort of started talking about that a little bit, but one of the things that we want to do is really get that new sentient faction in. I showed it.
Sentience?
I showed some. Yeah.
Jesus.
I showed
She cracked herself up.
some really cool designs that Minky had made for the sentient exo armor, and how that type of enemy is up in requires ton of focus, and the other systems that people are kind of, okay, this is cool and interesting. We like earning this. What's the point? When do I need to use this? I'm already OP, and it's like next level, and that's the reason for the sentience to exist.
Plus some other stuff that we're playing with, and
Yes, there's some crazy stuff that we think War Within will also expand the game. I mean, that's our goal with that, is to bring systems with the quests. And then last is Gangs of New York, which I don't know why.
It's a pretty good pun, though.
No one has any.
Yeah,
You think you make fun of my puns and you throw that out there? Give me a break.
And this is actually something that's really been kind of, I feel, bubbling up lately to the surface. I've been getting a lot of like noise on my Twitter feed about this, which is, guys, you abandoned the dojos. And we know it. Again, we have a crack team of artists and designers who are working on the game, and it's really where do you put them?
Are we frozen again?
So,
oh no.
nope. Maybe. That looks frozen.
Look how shiny my
Are we
head
still
is.
live though?
We're still live.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? If you can hear us, say dojo. If you can hear us, say dojo. Oh, yep, okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Right, and so it's just where did the events go? What's being added to the dojo? What's happening?
Relevance of the dojo.
The relevance of the dojo. The dark sector conflicts have been suspended. So these are things that we're also working on, and just as a very small token of progress on that is the event that we're bringing out on PC this weekend, Rathum, which is going to have clan competition.
So fun to say though.
It is.
Cool stuff around that.
Well, we should give away platinum for that list.
We should give away extra platinum because
We're going to give away platinum. Whoever gets this gets platinum and a legendary core, and the winner is Frozen 1991 with no E. So FROZE.
And a legendary core.
I know. FROZN 1991. You've won a legendary core and 1,000 platinum. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in, sticking around. This stream has been brought to you by Kavats, the future pet system in Warframe.
Is this where you're going?
I think so.
Yeah.
We need to.
That's great.
Whenever,
that was a great pivot.
You know how they call like eye bleach? It's like ear bleach, because we just got the heavy hitting stuff about Warframe and its problems, and now we should really move on to cats, because everyone always feels better when there's cat videos. So
Everyone does, yeah.
I shared that list with Pablo. You had him. And,
he was.
and I'm like, Pablo, the game is great. We're doing great. Like we're doing awesome things. But here's this list. And he's like, I know you said things were good, but after I read this, I don't feel so well.
Yeah, no, that's basically a virus of a list. But yeah, if we could just take a look at Kavats, what's going on with those?
Let's look at this.
And you've done armor for them, Kary.
I haven't actually made any myself, but I've watched people do it, and it's quite fantastic.
They look pretty amazing.
They do,
And
yeah.
you've got some animations to
Well,
show
this
us.
is, you kind of made me do this.
Interesting. Oh my goodness.
This is
the longest video ever, by
I know, and it's kittens. So this is purely just ambient behavior of the kittens sleeping.
Interesting.
A sleeping video?
And
Interesting.
Rebecca demanded that we show
I
this.
did not make a demand.
17 minutes long.
It's not 17 minutes. How long is it? Like 20, 15 seconds.
It's about
minutes.
It's a
It's
couple
not
minutes.
15 minutes.
It's a couple minutes long.
Wait, what's actually going on? How long is it?
This is surprisingly cool.
Look how cute
It
they
is.
are.
It is pretty good.
I
yeah.
love
It's
this.
looking pretty great.
So these are.
So these will be your kitten just kind of chilling out.
So this is kitten form.
This
So
is
much
kitten form.
personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and just yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, as far as they go, you had some size discussions earlier about them as well.
Yeah. So the Kavats, when they get full grown, they won't have the range that the Kubros have, because we're putting that variety in the tails, the fur pattern, and the head types.
Nice.
So they're going to be, I think, what was it, cheetah? Was
Yeah,
it cheetah that
we talked cheetah.
So about hip height. They'll be about hip height is kind of the size
Your
of the
hip
full
or
grown one.
Reb's hip?
Yeah, that's
That's true.
That is a huge.
My hips, so
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
So for me, it's a full body
Pretty big
cheetah.
cat,
But
yeah.
by the way, if you ever Google human and cheetah, don't.
Oh,
We were looking for scale videos, and there were some very interesting.
Now everyone's gonna do it.
Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
This is the laser. This is the laser chase animation. It's not. It's just.
Oh, it is a laser chase. Every cat I know.
Wow.
Yep.
What I love is they're cute, but they just have a little bit of edge to them.
A little bit,
They're
yeah.
kind of intimidating.
That's why I think the puppies are cuter than kittens, but
Well,
There
we'll
was
need an
some-
official
we had a
poll
bit of a
in
debate about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So here we
Oh my God,
have
my
this.
eyes, I searched it.
So this is more of a U19 thing again, and they're going to be
Look what
very.
you did. Look what you did.
You're all like, no,
No,
no.
look what they all looked up.
I know. You just,
A lot of humans.
Raw Beard X does not regret. Yes, sir.
There were a lot of people, and I was at my work. I was at my work desk. Geoff asked the question. I googled it. It got awkward in the office because there's a lot of. Anyway, it's been a very interesting day. So
Beautiful.
that's great.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're
that's
coming along
on
pretty
the,
good.
that's on the ship. With
That's
you.
on the ship.
Great.
So that's
Yeah.
a question. Actually, Rexu's asked, can we get a sneak peek of the Kavat pets and Kayla? And we can definitely take a look at Kayla when we move over to the PC. But in the
Oh,
meantime,
are we showing stuff?
yeah, I got some Volt. We'll talk a little bit about. Show the shield in more detail. And
Very cool.
we have a question from Kai Ken who asks, how soon will we get another Redeemer-style melee weapon?
Oh.
And what is a Redeemer?
That one is popular.
It's a gunblade.
It is a gunblade.
Gunblades are popular.
And what did
Is this
you
one going to
bring?
be silent or not?
Yeah.
It didn't look as loud as the Redeemer.
I mean, could you
was
get louder
very,
than a
very
double barrel
Yeah.
shotgun?
That's
I'm
really
sorry. We
Yeah.
showed
Yeah, this looks.
This is right. This is Kary's time. This is
Soon.
very creative name, Gunblade
Well
2.
done.
gunblade.
Confidence,
The,
right?
the
So-
recoil
yeah.
on this is dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Very dangerous.
Don't lose control of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've kind of established that with some other things, but yeah, I think you could really lose a finger on that pretty easily.
Can you actually cut people with the clip part? That kind of looks like you can.
It looks like you can.
I think you can cut people with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything is a knife if you try hard enough.
Pretty much.
All right. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so it's on the to-do list, which probably means sometime before the summer, if I were to guess.
Awesome.
This is you're making your own schedule real time here,
We're in
Kary.
spring,
So.
so-
Do
that's
that
good.
most of the time,
Yeah.
so.
It is true. We have it. So yeah, this is coming in the Gunblade roster. So
Might be a good time to do a
Success
new
pool just said he had to go clean his desk. I'm not sure what he's
Second
talking about.
stance
Maybe,
or
Yeah.
cheetah.
Yeah.
maybe he spilled
I
some
mean, we only
coffee.
have
Maybe you
two
saw the
guns
cheetah
in
bit pictures.
type,
Yeah, we should
I
definitely do
think,
new
I think it was
stances.
about guns.
Do you think a new stance for those?
I think we should.
But we have
For
so
sure.
many that people want stances for: daggers, hammers.
Warren just gave me a thumbs up for a stance for that. So.
Yeah, I guess it's the cool
Yeah,
factor.
but we might get a new dual dagger stance because of another weapon that Kary brought.
What?
Did I?
Yeah.
What did I bring?
You brought another
You
weapon?
can go Ninja Turtle
Oh,
roster
great!
now.
Oh, great!
Oh, yeah,
Starts
right,
with an S and
right,
rhymes with
yes,
cry.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
This is down to Tim, though,
So now
really,
you can do-
because,
yeah.
I mean, we never would have arrived here unless you had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Timbles.
This is
Turtle
Tim
thing.
really wanted a Ninja
You
Turtle.
did.
So this is a really
Janice
old
drew
concept,
this
actually.
Ages ago.
Is it?
and-
It's 2015.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to say, with the date on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
At last.
be relatively simple from our point of view.
Yes.
Great.
Seems like
No moving parts. We
I
love
think
those.
dual daggers. We would use that.
Yeah.
Setup.
All right, Tim.
Dual daggers for sure.
Stabbing.
And
Yes.
Stabby,
Yes.
stabby.
Give it to me. That's amazing. Thank you, Kary.
last.
Thanks for sending
it
those
also
my
could be
way.
a spaceship.
It could. It could be. Yeah.
Those could be a spaceship?
Just like every cool sci-fi weapon could be a spaceship.
That is true. Just get on in.
Nice. Chat seems to like that. A
Yeah,
lot,
that
too.
is.
Yeah.
We actually had a really interesting question that from Jump way back when you put Vayhex boss node on the node. Prosecutors have beacon drops that have no use anymore. What are you doing with them? We actually today on PC those are going to be taken out of the game because they don't have a use. So if you've been hoarding beacons, have them, but they're going away after the next update. So
Yep.
goodbye.
Now you just make me want to make them do something.
I know. Well, you can
They will do something.
one day, but right now they're getting removed from drop tables. But those Psy are great. Love it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very cool.
Our next question comes from, this one's interesting to talk about. We have questions from Tython Furion about any chance for a hide-owned button in the market. It would be great. So, and we actually, this is...
I actually just discovered this today myself.
that
What is
we-
it? Sorry?
Did you just discover that we're completely overhauling the market again?
Well, no, but I saw that was added.
Yeah.
I just realized it.
So they're asking a really specific question about the hide-owned button in market would be great, because right now you'll go to the cosmetic section and you see everything, and there's,
There's a lot.
like 150 things there, and there's no hide-owned button. But what that actually
Hide-owned
entails
button.
is we are truly, truly overhauling the market yet again, visually and design, and even a price review for things like Fusion Core packs and credit bundles. So to stay tuned for details. This is just something that you guys need to know is coming, that we are, in fact,
Supposed to say that, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Those two things in particular are under review. Nothing else at this time is worth mentioning, but those two in particular.
You'll have plenty of warning if we change the prices of stuff,
Yeah.
though, yeah.
But I just wanted to bring up those
Yep.
two. But yeah, the hide-owned is
If you
coming.
want to buy them now, I'm not going to stop you, and it's cool, and we
Yeah.
appreciate your support. Cheers. Yeah. But yeah, I think you wanted to show the store rework,
But we can't.
but I think
I think that people that are working on it wanted to save it, but it is.
Fantastic.
It
great.
just destroys
It's crazy.
what we have in terms of making up for the growth
Yeah.
of the game. What we had was cool, but man, we just
Did not
added
scale
so
well.
It went
much
on
to the
forever.
game now that you just needed better organization. They have better categories.
Yeah, it is a literal overhaul in every
It's
sense
just
of the
a
word.
huge overhaul. It has nice filters. You can literally start typing something you're interested
Yeah,
in.
it's going to be
Yep.
fantastic.
Steve Prime is in there for a really low price.
Noggles are in there at a really great price.
Really low price.
So stay tuned for that. But the High Domed is definitely coming along with a complete overhaul. So great work, everyone that's been working on that in here.
Yep.
And stay tuned. So we also have questions from Cyborg Rocks about dear dang diddly DE developers. Are there any new Arcwing mission types, enemies, bosses, or QOL improvements in the works? Arcwing tends to get neglected for longer periods of time. I'm wondering when the next batch of changes is coming.
That's a good way to describe it. We are batching up a load of changes, plus there's at least a couple new game modes coming, and I think we're going to, at the same time, retire some of the least popular versions. So, yeah, stuff is in the works.
Nice. Any specifics?
Not
Can you see
really.
that question?
There's a Arcwing Racing mode coming.
That's
There's
what I
a
want.
Arcwing Chasing a Giant Spaceship mode coming.
Oh, pursuit missions?
Pursuit.
Whole.
Destruction and pursuit.
Minky kind of really advocated for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very
Praise Minky.
yeah.
What were you were working on something the
I
other day.
am trying to
doing
redo
all
the
cool.
flight model
Yes.
for Arcwing, and I think what we have now was good at the time, but I think I kind of want to apply what we did with the movement overhaul
Yep.
in terms of making, giving you options and making things flow better. I want to make Arcwing feel that. I want to make the Arcwings feel just a bit more heavy in terms of inertia, but also make sure the fidelity of the control is there and get a little bit more kind of banking in that feeling of
Right.
space flight. Not quite set on inversion and descent style
Mostly because you get nauseous because of that stuff.
Yeah.
vomit stuff. I'm not really big on that.
Yeah, you don't like vomiting.
Yeah. But yeah, we're I think it's going to be a big
It's
improvement.
actively being
It's
worked on.
actively
Yeah.
worked on. It's going to be awesome.
It's great. It's a great pace. I love it. Arcwing will be exciting. I'm going to move over to the machine so we can go over the TennoGen next batch,
All right.
which Kary can speak to a lot. And
Yes, in
also,
general.
I'm going to show a few other little tricks. and
We're
things.
showing new TennoGen?
Yeah, we're announcing the winners of the next round.
Oh, wicked.
This stuff is
This is
just
my last
amazing.
This stuff is so good.
And
Yeah.
10,000 of these.
the quality level is just rising.
Yeah,
Everything is just
it's
getting
actually
so
quite crazy.
great.
Yep.
This batch
So
was
here we are.
very
in,
easy.
I think
Oh,
you heard
here
a
we
lot
are.
of ears out there.
Let me just.
Yeah, dropping that on the floor and then halfway stepping on it.
So here, yeah, you're really graceful, Kary.
So yeah, that's
Sorry
what I'm
about
known
that,
for.
So here we have the first winner, which is the Alata Mag Skin and Helmet Pack. So this is won by Hitsu-san, who's been a wonderful contributor to our
Looks
workshop.
so good.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
stunned.
really well
Looks
done.
so good.
You can go in and there's going to be like detail on the shoulder there that gives you some sense of like leather and all the rest of that. It just really
There we have it. So Miss
super
Mag.
well done.
Next we have, ooh, is this a new helmet for Mesa?
Really cool idea on this one.
Love
This
it.
is the Not Use Workshop, the Deadeye Mesa helm.
Show that one from the back as well because the jet aspect on the back is kind of bonkers.
She's trying not to
She's
show
trying
the
not to be
rest of them.
spoilery.
Yeah.
Why would you
pretty
do
good.
that? Spoil away. Let people
Nice.
buy what they actually want.
All right,
No,
fine, I'll
no.
spoil. So here we have
Whole feel.
Mesa's new helmet. It's got the same kind of eye patch idea, and yeah, it's really exciting.
It's very cool.
If you're a console player, we had questions at
Yeah.
PAX about TennoGen, and we feel the same way you do. And it's, I know something Sheldon and Rebecca are kind of working on to try to get a subsection and bring it over, and it's more like,
It's legal stuff, and we're
it's-
not legal people, so we have.
I am a lawyer, but I'm very busy working on the game. So
interesting.
But we have to figure it out. But we definitely want to. Sorry, keep going.
Our next is from Procetison's Device Nova. So this is a Miss Nova costume,
Just so classy.
Class Act Nova.
Just
Oh, what's this? Our first Frost content enters the picture. This is from the Liger. This is a this one
Oh.
is the damaged skin.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I love that one.
Yeah,
So
definitely put some narrative in.
Yeah.
pretty slick for the Frost fans. And another
That
Frost
helmet.
item. This is the Zastruga helmet.
Okay,
great.
that helmet
Yeah.
is mine.
Isn't that
I must have it.
fantastic?
Yeah.
Still going to get Jeremy to take a look at it, see if we can
Yeah.
do a little bit more, because that's like the 5-second hack-in effects for me, but probably
Yeah,
can.
it's really slick. It's an ice
Yeah.
effect on top. Really awesome. Looks great. So that's coming your way. We also have, this is from Faven PS, who has done some wonderful work. This is the Grenier Nova.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Just put in some
I know
updated
Scott
files for
is
this
going to get
yesterday.
this one.
Yeah.
This is your jam.
So
That's
there's obviously
cool.
a spoiler right next door, because as you can imagine, Grenier Frost is coming in too.
Oh,
So these are both from
wow.
Faven PS. So these two are making the journey into the game for y'all.
Oh,
How's
So, again, go in tight to the arm, and
that
the
frost
texture's
is working for
crazy.
me.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Isn't that sick?
Oh, a little
Really
bit of
nice
threading
work.
in there
Yeah.
and weaves.
Yeah, it's really quite nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Good stuff. And then we have another Frost skin. This is the Hailstorm skin V2. So this is an update on textures.
Yeah, we did give them a little bit of feedback, and they cleaned up some of the line work, and Minky was satisfied afterwards. And it's,
Yep.
you know, it's great because it does really give you a different look in this
Yeah, it
case.
feels
You know,
very different.
It's very different line
Yeah,
work.
you
so.
can really see what's going on. Like those are both Frost, and their skins are so different. So
Yeah,
if you have a certain aesthetic that you're drawn to, you now have a lot more options on the Steam Workshop. This helmet for Nova
Yeah.
is just sublime. This is the Nova Wings helmet made by MZ3. This is a fantastic
I'm
helmet.
having a hard time deciding because that is so cool.
I know.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a really beautiful silhouette.
Great work. Holy smokes.
Yeah. And then we have a lot of Nova this time. Here we
Yeah.
have the
It's so much better than Kary's work. So
I know. I saw,
this is Shezire
I'm kidding.
Nova Stinger skin. So
That's
this is
really
from
cool,
Shezire,
too.
so it has really cool sort of weaving in and out. I
I
love it.
love that kind of embossed feel
Yep.
to the body too. That's
how
really
far they're taking it is great. I think, I'm not
a
sure. if
little
it's-
elvish sort of Lord of the Rings vibe.
This one I love. I love the
And
This
this one is definitely going to be a bit of a crowd pleaser here.
Yeah.
This is none other than Hitsu-san's Visage Nova. This one is probably one of the most in demand, but also controversial at the same time. But we're
Yeah.
going for it.
We're going to go for it, but again, a caution here would be like, it is to no small degree because it is super popular and all the rest of that. We would prefer to see a little bit more sci-fi on those leather straps and stuff like that, which would not compromise the design. But if your buckles were a little bit more Tenno and that sort of thing, we would be a little bit happier in the future. So just anybody who's doing that kind
Word
of
of warning
work.
from Kary.
Yep.
But I mean, that
He's-
is pretty
he's-
insane, right?
Gotta lay down the law, Kary.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. And then we have a Cyandana to enter the arena
Oh,
as well. This
cool.
Cyandana is made by Hitsu-san. Again, Hitsu-san just
Yeah.
knocking it out of the park here. This is their Setka. This is going to be a pretty regal looking one.
So sort of like a dream catcher in the front.
Yeah.
So nice. Cool.
And Jeremy hasn't touched that at all, so I'm pretty sure that there's a ton of notes on how to treat the effects in the middle there, and none of those notes have been implemented yet.
Okay, we'll
Stay
get to it.
tuned. And last but not least,
Again,
we'll
this
finish with
helmet.
Frost's Summit helmet by Art. Oh yes, by Art Arwin. So this is a very popular Warframe artist in the community, and we're very thrilled to add
This
this.
helmet's amazing. Too.
Isn't that beautiful?
Frost really got some love in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get any last time, so
Frost
it's
and
really
Nova.
important that we
Yeah.
get Frost. And we've just added a whole bunch more frames to the workshop, so if you
That
want to
is
get a
so
batch in, get
solid.
started.
That's great.
That is so
Yep.
solid.
Yeah.
really
Isn't that splendid? Oh,
It's getting so big and so popular. I feel like we need to
I love the silhouette of it.
grow the
Yeah.
amount we bring in.
It
Yep.
looks mean.
Yep. So there you have it. There's the lineup.
All right.
There's the official next round lineup. So get your Steam
So
wallets
the-
ready because they're coming. I've
If
got
you're
mine
a Tenno,
ready.
if you're interested in TennoGen and you get selected, you make money.
We'll have Kary's email at the end
Right.
of the stream for how to contact him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I need more feedback.
Get in there. We have some tools. I know we have the. If you go to Steam and go
Yeah.
to the tools section,
Yes.
it is called, what is it called?
TennoGen.
Or is it called Warframe TennoGen? How do you-
Warframe TennoGen.
Warframe TennoGen.
Yeah.
It's called Warframe TennoGen. So go to Steam, go to
Yep.
tools, get TennoGen, learn how to use
Yeah.
Yeah, learn how to use
Blender,
3D.
All kinds of things.
Yeah, lots of
Photoshop, learn
things.
how to use things, and you get to preview it in our tool and upload it as well to Steam. And
Yeah.
we love seeing your ideas.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that is just stuff that
Stop with the.
we wouldn't have time to do ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
like spending
Yeah.
that long on
And it
a
just
frost
gives.
skin.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sublime. It's going to be great. Now, one other super interesting thing is Volt's rework, the shield idea you threw in there, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This came off. I guess the call to action came from Twitter. I really wish I remembered his name.
I think it
or
was
her name.
Server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds great. But it has something that I've seen
I'm gonna be
before
pre-processing.
that,
So if
but
you wanna switch
it's a great idea, and I think just seeing it in Twitter, and which is, social media is great for just getting ideas to
Absolutely.
us. So,
Oh God.
yeah, so I saw the idea, and then I talked to the programmers, and they had an augment already.
You got the preview start.
Yeah, but
No, so it
yeah,
was just
I had
a-
no idea that was in there.
So sorry to cut you off. I was like, what?
No, stop!
Yeah, no one can see that. No one can see it.
Oh,
You think?
we saw it.
So this was a community idea?
This was a community idea that's
Yep.
kind of been floating around here and there
Okay.
for a while. I think it was an augment that was in progress when I actually went to talk to the programmer. So
Yep.
they were going to make it an augment. I said, no, let's push it down to the base version of the shield, so you can actually, I don't know if we're jumping back in the game, but you can actually deploy your shield,
Yep.
up to 4 of them now, and then now you can actually pick them up.
Yeah, that's
So it scales the shield back down to a reasonable
So
size.
you're holding it and moving around.
Yeah, so you can, it's like a ride shield type thing, so you can shoot through it. You can also shock it and then run into enemies, which is also quite fun.
And you can use melee while you're in it. Right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
But no primary.
So holding onto it drains energy as you move around. A lot of the balancing stuff still hasn't really been finalized, but the basic functionality is there, and I think it shows huge promise and is, for a frame that has speed and is about movement and all that things, it utterly makes sense that he can take his defensive ability and move it around.
It's going to become a train.
Toma Lee is claiming this was his augment idea.
Yes, 100%. Like I said, it was
It
actually
definitely came from the community,
It was
yeah.
actually probably half implemented as an
Cephalon
augment.
servers saying you're all welcome. So there's
A lot of people had the idea, to be honest, but some people.
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it doesn't
and
matter.
I just listened to good ideas.
Yeah.
And cherry picked them.
Wow.
And then
Yeah,
put
I
them in
remember
the game.
this.
wow.
Yeah.
So you're basically
I'm full of good
You're,
ideas.
you're crowdsourcing.
Crowdsourcing, 100%.
Well, you are a pirate today.
Well,
I'm a pirate. I just pirate ideas.
and that's the thing about TennoGen's
Like
an
half the
example
ideas
of
from the
that.
game have come from not
Steve,
just
give
from
away
my
all.
brain or Steve's brain. Or
We're gonna give away some
Give away
plat.
plat. Give away
We're
plat.
gonna give away some plat. But I think you look at TennoGen, you look at our forums when they're not mad at me. You look at people participating. They want to see the game better. They have ideas. They have
100%.
art contributions or design contributions.
Yep.
It is amazing.
some
what do I
people
do?
may
Just
not be-
open a new tab.
Yep.
artistically talented, but they're design talented and they have great ideas, or they might have
Duplicate
a
this
good
tab
shower
here.
thought, and a
Yeah.
good shower thought is worth a lot of money
It can
sometimes.
be, absolutely.
We're doing some plat right now, and it's selecting
chewing.
winner. It's chewing through.
The more you say plat, the more faster it goes.
Okay, we have a winner, and I think maybe this winner probably might want to buy one of those Grenier skins or something. But anyway, it's 6th Avenue. So it's the number 6 TH with Avenue, 6th Avenue. Congratulations.
Nice. Congrats.
They
You
can't
got
buy
that?
those Grenier skins with plat. They're cash only.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, well, we're the pre-processing. Oh, no, here we go. We're going to show the volt that you just discussed.
Oh, well, the moment's passed, so.
The moment's
Congratulations,
passed.
6th
The moment's
Avenue,
passed.
We're gonna bring the
and
moment
Rebecca's
back.
got some demo she wants to show us.
Here we go.
Are you pre-processing?
Yeah, we're done pre-processing now, so we're going to fly right in.
All right.
Here we go. What's that? Ooh, look at that. Scary. Ah. I don't know. Yeah. It's all
I
on.
haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, this looks amazing. This looks like
I
it's
haven't seen this in a while.
what's happening here.
Yeah, anyway, we'll have to talk about that another time.
Oh, is this new? Oh, he's on fire. All right, so anyway, so you put your shield down. You can still shoot through it, but you can also, as you said,
Yep.
pick it up.
So Force is secondary currently. We're still undecided about whether or not that's going to be the way it stays. And like I said, it's an energy drain as you're holding it, so you can't just.
Yeah, but I'm in
run.
God mode right now, so
Yeah,
people won't.
you got cheats on cheats on,
Yeah.
on cheats. So
Yeah.
so
It's pretty thrilling. I might fail this mission because what is happening right now? There we go, I got him. And the shield is down, put another one up just to protect me. Oh, capture the target, we're good. The ship looks like it's about to explode. Is that what's happening?
sure does.
Yeah.
Is this a thing? If I spoiled some...
You've definitely
Yep. You're
shown
definitely-
some things.
You're definitely showing something.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, this is because it's a work in progress.
Oh my God, everything's on fire. Oh.
So this is taking the effects layers from that we've kind of put in the game as kind of flavor and had kind of small gameplay consequences, and making this a bigger thing. And this will be surfaced on the new star chart, so that when you actually go to play the node, it will say, you know, this ship is damaged and it has X environmental effect that you need to plan for and you can mod for when you go in there. The environmental effects will be much more harsh and much more demanding, and modding for them will actually be something you want to do.
And they won't be randomized, which means that the state of that location is going to be, that will be persistent for a certain amount of time. So it's not just dump the session and try to roll the dice again, which is kind of what subverted our existing.
Yeah. So this is just a environmental hazards 2.0. And it's a work in progress.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to finish this mission now because I'm super engaged, so don't mind me.
Rebecca's tuning out.
I know. I'm like, that's it. This is too much fun.
I'm in Warframe mode. Leave me alone.
Sorry, I'm stuck in the corner there. Oh, here we go. I'm going to make it. Let's do a stylish shock in the meantime. And then, there we go. All right. And that concludes my PC interest.
Very cool. Okay, don't drop your mic. Don't drop your mic.
Trying. Don't like to deafen people.
We don't want any clumsiness. I'm the least clumsy.
Now people will want to trade for warm coat like thousands of platinum.
Exactly. So this is our winner here. We're good.
Warm coat is finally...
Warm coat is a thing.
There you have it. And let me see here. We have, I think that's kind of it for assets. Let's take a look at, if you actually pass me my cell phone. And we can take a look at how the Rathoom is coming along. Actually, I guess I could have shown the Rathoom a little bit.
You definitely could
I
have.
thought you were going to show. I thought you were going to show.
Do you want me to?
Because you're going to do a Kayla tease, I thought.
Actually, I think you should.
Are we pre-process?
Back over I go. Kary, if you don't mind.
Plat.
Okay.
Let's do more
While
plat.
we're waiting, and this stream has been kind of all over the place, so we're going to get more plat out.
Yeah. This is called the drop the Twitch signal.
Yeah.
Plat.
All right.
Being generous.
Yep, here we go.
Do you want me to actually show the Kayla?
It's coming out of Warren's paycheck.
So ETA on Volt and Mag and all the passives for the other frames, I think is before the end of May.
What?
All right.
I believe so, is the goal. So we're going to package it up as kind of one update, and you kind of get, we'll get all of it at once.
All right, the winner has been determined for the next Platinum Prize.
Oh, that's a good name.
The winner is Alpha
come to me yet.
Cookie.
Alpha Cookie.
Alpha Cookie.
Alpha Cookie.
Yeah.
I really want a cookie now.
Not Beta Cookie. They lost. But Alpha Cookie, you won. Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right.
I'm ready.
You're very serious when you give out platinum.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't want to make any mistakes. Like.
Oh, you got the Rhino equipped.
What's going on here? Test. Ooh, who's this sassy number?
Yeah.
The Tenno are cheaters, and I hold them in contempt.
Yeah.
Will be
The way the
executed
bug
the
I like the
old-fashioned
chin.
way.
The chin
Bound
strap. She has
and
good contour going though.
She turned out so
Don't
good.
worry.
I think it was
I'll
Lucas,
let
right?
all
it was
you
Lucas,
yeah. She turned out so
blood-stained
good.
sadist
Did
watch
Did you see one of the
that
players
too.
tweeted me a picture of himself
Yeah, painted up.
in this
No.
makeup?
Yeah.
It was the
No
right
way.
hairstyle. It's amazing. I'll show it to you. It's
Yeah,
super cool.
So I guess I'll go in. So the Rathoom is basically, this is a bit of a huge spoiler for the event. The Rathoom is the trial by combat. So what happens here is...
Huge spoiler.
Space.
Oh, we're discussing.
Oh, with the star chart.
No, it's not. It's test build.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a
Good
detailed
job,
test
Warren.
build. This
That's
is
good.
detailed. Thank you for being
Good
on your
instincts,
toes, but
Warren.
it's
Good
fine.
instincts.
Because basically there's 3 levels to the arena. All of them that if you complete them, you get different prizes. Then there's the actual boss fight itself, and then there's endless. So this is where the clans will compete for the leaderboard spot. You basically, like, I can try it, but I will get absolutely decimated. This is the endless endurance mode. It's super hard. That's the last stretch once you've beaten all the other stuff in the event. So whatever you, I don't know if I can face Kayla right now.
no.
No.
I don't
to
want
earn
to.
your way.
Do you want me to do a Rathoom so people can see
Actually,
it? Or what do you
Judging
think?
for the amount of points you have,
I can't. I tried something, but it didn't work.
yeah, you tried to cheat.
No, I tried. Well, yeah. I did.
So you probably broke it.
Yeah, I did. I broke it my own self.
So
But-
Steel Meridian's going to, if you missed us talking about it in PAX, Steel Meridian's going to reach out to you. They have a problem. As you know, Steel Meridian actually harbors Grenier defectors, and they have a group of defectors that want to join the cause and who believe in the oh, do you have it?
I think so.
Listen up, Tenno. I don't care if
Here
you
it is.
support
Can you hear
Steel Meridian or not. I need your help. An entire
It's like she was
company
once
of
on her way
Grenier
to Caleb.
defectors was just captured by Kela Thame. Now they face Rathoom. Trial by combat. Of course, the fight's rigged to show a force to Grenier everywhere. Meant to scare off future defectors. But there's a way we can turn this thing back on Kella. An obscure rule. All you need to do, Tenno, is
like
take
she
their
says, all you
place
need
in
to
the
do is take their
arena
place in the
and
arena.
defeat the Grenier executioners. You game?
But I wanted to add that this is the instigation for the event and sort of, I guess, in a way, a little bit of a syndicate quest. But what you will find is the other syndicates, maybe one that you're actually more aligned to, will be reaching out to you saying, you know what, if you succeed and you champion these guys, maybe you should help us out instead of Steel Meridian. You'll be able to do that and be rewarded within your syndicate of
That's
choice.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
so
very
the-
cool.
And the way you'll see it is this is the sort of the first Rathoom, and then you get Rathoom 2, 3, and then the Endless. So this is sort of the version of someone that's completed the event that they'll see. This is her court where you get to fight her. But yeah, I can go in one if you guys want, or do you want to keep that for a secret? How far do you want to go on the spoil train? I mean, PC players are getting this today, so you guys are
Yeah.
perhaps
On the
even...
Swell train?
Just give me a little taste.
You want a little taste? Okay.
I think so.
Do you want me to go to the hardest one so I can get destroyed, or do you want me to go hardest? Do you want me to try endurance?
Do whatever you feel.
Just a
Just a taste. Just a
Okay,
taste.
we'll go 2 just so I don't completely embarrass myself. So this is the level 40 enemies. And each Rathoom has a modifier of some type. And you can't bring gear, you can't bring consumables. This is trial by combat. It's you, your gear, and by gear I mean weapon, and that's it, no consumables. And I only have half health, but I'm Rhino, so I'll probably be okay. So,
Look away if you don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
there's the audience. They want trial by combat.
Yeah.
So, oh, sprint isn't hooked up to where it should. Oh, I guess this isn't my.
This is your excuse right now.
Yeah.
So what was that guy?
He is. They all have names. Oh God, I don't have iron skin on. Trial by combat. I'm failing.
Okay.
Why am I so slow? Thank jeepers.
This is not rehearsal.
All right. So he is executional garish.
Yep.
And oh God, there's Hayekas. I'm in trouble.
So basically, like these sub bosses that are kind of like Kayla's lieutenants to kind of enforce this kind of weird,
Executioners.
awful judicial system that they have developed in the Grenier culture.
Oh my gosh, the key bindings is throwing me off, but that's okay. I'll survive. Okay, so we got a bit. Oh, who's this now? Oh lordy.
Crazy guy.
Executioner Asura. Oh, Iron Skin. Oh, just in time. All right, let's get this.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yep.
good.
Yep. All right, so you do this first to 25 wins.
Yep. Enough spoilers.
All right.
Good work.
Solo mutant pause. There we
Good
go.
work.
All right, I'm swinging back around.
Anyway, lots of interesting sort of arena characters for you to face that have a lot of diverse skills. It's going to be very challenging for you.
My 7-inch heels are causing problems.
And for those that want to prove that your clan is the best in your clan tier, there's a serious challenge that's kind of being put out in front of you.
That's right.
It'd be awesome.
And I think that concludes the stream.
Awesome.
Yeah, anything else anyone wants to add?
Thanks for playing the game.
Yeah,
We
thanks for
will talk
playing.
about the Fairy Frame Meta later stream.
Yep, that's
I
right.
saw lots
Everyone
of,
that came out to PAX, it was really cool to see you
Yeah.
guys.
I love meeting
you for
all.
Yeah,
coming.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
that was great. Thanks, Kary,
Yep.
for joining your
Thanks
first
for
dev
filling
stream.
in.
Dean Warren, thanks for hosting. Thanks everyone for watching.
If you come to TennoCon, it's in London, Ontario, not London, UK.
Yep.
Get your
that
tickets.
Yep.
Get your tickets.
Don't go to the wrong place.
So thank you so much, everyone. We will see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy the Rathoom today on PC, and console players, enjoy your Hallowed Guardian update. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Awesome.
I'm afraid, sister. The conjunction grows in here.
Hush, worm. Let the beasts do their work.
But the dreamers have awakened. They will come for us.
Yes, they will. Like the answer to a prayer.